It was as if almost the Bible was speaking to me. I found comfort in the Bible. Growing up, faith was never mentioned in my household. My dad came from a family of Jehovah's Witnesses and Christians, but my dad never followed any sort of faith. So growing up, we never spoke about it. We didn't attend church. I wasn't really an atheist, I was probably more of an agnostic. And it wasn't until I got older that I started exploring faith for myself. In December 2024, unfortunately, my cousin was involved in a road traffic accident, and 12 days later, he sadly passed away. That was a hard time. That was the first time that we suffered a loss in the family of someone of young age. He was only 37. And while I was dealing with that, 12 days later, me and my wife lost our baby. So it was all in the space of 2 weeks that I had two huge losses. And it was that was really got me questioning the meaning of life and why we're here, and just questioning existence, really. When we lost our baby, and my wife wanted to do something to honour the baby, so we had the burial here. It was when Chris said a prayer for us and the baby, and he mentioned if I ever wanted to have a chat and a sit down, he would be there for me. So I actually took him up on that. The conversation just got into what's my faith, and that led me to asking questions, which led then to say he's running an Alpha course. Why don't I come on and I can ask those questions and discuss those in more detail? So for me, I would say Alpha was the beginning of the change that I wanted in my life. And on the back of the Alpha course, I found myself buying Bibles, I found myself buying study Bible, this Bible, that Bible, but just constantly reading them for hours on end. And it was as if almost the Bible was speaking to me. I found comfort in the Bible. Any dark place I found myself in life, I could find a passage in the Bible that I could relate to that would pick me up. I think with Christianity, especially if you're not a Christian, you've probably got a preconceived idea of what you think a Christian is. So you're probably expecting that you're going to feel really out of the crowd, you're going to stand out. But it was nothing like that. Everyone was so welcoming, so friendly. And I now refer to church as like coming home. You feel as comfortable at church as you do at your own home, especially with the people that are in the church. And the time from before I was a Christian to now, my life has changed massively for the better. I think for anyone who's got questions or doubts, or just wanting to explore that curiosity a little bit more, I cannot recommend doing an Alpha course enough. We all go through things in life and we all face our challenges. But when I read the Bible and I find passages or books or verses that correlate to that situation I find myself in, it's like all that worry has just been removed, and just makes me overcome with so much peace that no matter what happens, it's all going to be okay.